Commissioner Gerard. Well, my question is, have we offered them a lease that includes the cost of doing that deferred maintenance and ongoing maintenance?
You know, we have been open and flexible. My discussions with the city manager. I believe that was one of the discussion items, with the proviso that they would be responsible for the ongoing operating and maintenance, including the deferred maintenance.
Can we check into that and make sure that's what we specifically offered them? Because these people are saying no over here.
I have had that discussion.
We have that in writing, though. Because if so, if we've made that offer and they've turned it down, then y'all need to go talk to your own council. Because, well, you need to talk to them again. Because we're not the ones that are making that decision. Commissioner Seal.
Well, I guess I would just say, agree with Commissioner Gerard and just, offer one more time before we get the bids back that we're willing to lease it to them. And if they covered the O&M as well as the liability. Okay. Because, we've done this with other assets, as was pointed out, where we've figured out a way that it still stays as an asset should we need it in the future. Or, Okay. Commissioner Eggers.
Well, I don't disagree with a lot of the things that you said. However, I do think it's important that the part that we offer them a rental option is certainly something we should explore. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been a little surprised. I think about, with my mayor's hat on, if there was such a landmark in Dunedin, that I would get hundreds or thousands of calls from people to preserve a piece of property that was a landmark. And I've been frankly very surprised that over the last years that we haven't gotten as much. So I'm glad to hear that there's some interest here. But I think that option of throwing the lease on the table, I certainly have no problem with that as an option. If it buys some time for the troops to rally and get a community behind it, fine. But I think the option of taking that $500,000 off the table certainly something we can explore. And if the city council comes back and says, regardless of that, we don't want the property, then I think that they speak for the community. And I think that's the point. But I just like to make sure that option has been laid out there as a possibility for them to consider. Thank you.
Commissioner Welch.
Yeah, I just would support us bending over backwards and giving that last effort. It is a home rule local government decision.
Absolutely.
So it is up to the city of Seminole City Council. And if this is a priority for them, they do have the next penny, which we hope will pass, they can utilize if it's a priority. So I'd support, I think our staff has done a lot of legwork on this, but I support one last effort.
Me too.
Is that enough?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Mr. Woodard?
Yes, I will initiate contact with the city manager and ensure that my previous discussions did include this option, and we'll report back to the commission.
All right. Thank you very much. You got your answer today. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That's not necessary. Thank you. We don't do that here.